Andrew Tate is currently fighting extradition to the UK after he's facing allegations of rape,
Jesus Christ.
human trafficking, assault, possession of indecent child images, and child.
You what?
You know what I mean? The nasty one, the big one. And it seems like this time, his clips, viral moments, and larger than life persona ain't gonna control the narrative. He can't top G his way out of this one. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something here. The timeline gets really weird when you listen to this next clip where he states that a woman named Vivian, he uses her as a handler because she's younger, more full of life. He says that Vivian is 21 years old at the time of the clip, but he also states that she had been working with him for 6 years, meaning that she would have been around 15 when she first started working for him.
I only get away with that because the girl of 6 years plays along. So Vivian's been with me 6 years. She's completely head over heels in love with me. She wants kids with me, everything. When I bring on new girls, I usually pair them with Vivian. Because Vivian's younger. Melissa's like 28. Vivian's like 21. Girl of 6 years plays along. Vivian's like 21.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Girl of 6 years plays
You might
along.
whoop your ass, you do that again.
The new charges he has, especially with those new charges including CSAM, child blank assault material, those clips do him no favors, and those clips have recently been surfacing as a result of these new charges.
Hey, would you mind signing?
Hey, take.
Boy, I can't believe them. Them folks is devious. They hit him with the, would you mind signing? Soon as he reached out, they said, Andrew Tate. You see how he flexed up? He got real tense, started taking a step back. However, you can see that this is footage of him being arrested, him getting picked up by the U.S. Marshals. And I don't know if you saw in the back, but he was not getting picked up alone. He was getting picked up alongside his brother, Tristan Tate, as well. Now, they were in Miami doing God knows what with God knows who, but none of that mattered to the U.S. Marshals. They came down there. They got them boys. You see, they immediately got to reaching for his chains. And both of them combined are facing a total of 59 charges. And like I said earlier, the possibility of being extradited back to the UK.
Tristan, anything to say?
In this following clip with Piers Morgan, we'll see him explain the possible charges and also explain the slight sliver of hope that they have of not being extradited back to the UK, where they'll be held responsible for the crimes that they've allegedly committed.
Thank you very much indeed for joining me. How significant are these arrests of Andrew and Tristan Tate on United States soil, especially given the fact there is an extradition treaty, obviously, with the UK, and the belief is the UK are pushing to have them brought to the UK for justice?
Piers, good to be with you. It's very significant. We're talking about 59 total charges now relating to 7 alleged victims for offenses that span between 2010 and 2017. You have the 21 original charges, and now you have 38 new charges. And so you have 3 alleged victims in the first round of charges, and now an additional 4 victims here. And I know that there's talk on the internet that somehow the Trump administration and allies are going to somehow block the extradition. But since the extradition treaty has been signed between the UK and the US, only one case has ever even been held up for extradition. This is a matter of course where people accused of serious crimes, and this is a serious crime, and when there is at least probable cause that there's enough evidence to justify the arrest, that
Heard the man say. So there is a possibility that the extradition could get stopped, but that would require Trump to get involved. And honestly, like I was saying earlier, I don't think he wants to get involved with anybody that has these types of allegations on their name, especially not now. With the climate of everything that's going on and how people are looking at those files, yeah, this is not good for his PR. That man is not a loyal man, but one thing he knows how to do is control his PR.
to try to fight extradition. It's a loser. They're not going to stop the extradition, but they can go from judge to appellate court, even to the U.S. Supreme Court. They can fight it all the way. But here's the bright spot for those of us who want justice, is that as they appeal, they are most likely going to be held in a detention facility, in a jail, They're not going to be out there living the high life like they have been in Florida. They're not going to be co-hosting bare knuckles fighting competitions. They're going to be in a cell while they wait through the appeals.
There was a statement from Joseph McBride, who's the lawyer representing both brothers. Last night in the United Kingdom, a corrupt and fallen nation that jails its own citizens for tweets while ignoring gangs it found too inconvenient to prosecute, conjured up a wave of charges against the Tate brothers. This is not law enforcement. This is a political hit ordered by a dying empire that fears two free men with a microphone more than it fears actual criminals walking its streets.
The usual banter coming from the people of this community. Free speech. Somehow everything is free speech to them, regardless of the fact that we're not talking about what you've said. We're talking about the fact that people are saying that you are out here assaulting people physically, sexually, and you are in possession of indecent images of people who are not 18 or older or the legal age limit. That's it. That's all. They want to talk about freedom of speech. This ain't about the words you're saying and what you're spewing, even though we will get to that, because his classes that he's having people pay for, there are some allegations on those as well, saying that those classes are actually being taught, or they're actually teaching people in those classes how to break down women, how to play games with women mentally to manipulate them to turn women into a game.
Exclusive secret group that men actually have to pass a series of tests to belong to. It costs about $8,000 a year. Investigative reports by the BBC say that this group is a grooming operation where male members are taught how to emotionally and physically manipulate women into, quote, sexual slavery. And these weren't just happening in silos on the internet. This was like in person. Tate would hold these luxury retreats all around the world, in castles in Transylvania with steak and whiskey and Cuban cigars. And we found out.
What? Yeah. Now, I know this is all allegations and whatnot, but if we find out that's true, lock him up. Lock him up immediately.
That something he teaches is how to assess how malleable a woman is. That is the word that they use. Members are taught, for example, how to dismiss women harshly after sex and then demand an act of service from them. So you have sex with someone and then you tell her to make you a meal or buy you coffee or chocolate. And if she agrees, then you're on to the next level. So it's kind of like gamifying making a woman your servant. And Tate actually said that within a couple of years of launching the War Room, at least 140 of his students were making money from pornography. Quote, everyone in here is banking 10 to 15K extra.
I hadn't seen enough. That'll do it for me. Y'all know what I think. I think that man is guilty, but that's only my opinion. We don't know. He is always innocent until proven guilty. But y'all give me y'all opinions in the comment section, because we gonna be the social consensus. We not gonna be the judge, jury, executioner, but we could be the social consensus, my boy. Y'all have a good one. If you can make do, you can make through. Never forget that.